Most people believe behavior is straightforward. Someone talks more, they are confident. Someone withdraws, they are uninterested. Someone disagrees, they are difficult. Behavior often looks simple, but psychology says it rarely is. Psychology shows something very different. Human behavior is rarely the surface-level signal people assume it is. In reality, many behaviors are quiet adaptations to internal processes most people never notice. This creates a divide between those who judge behavior quickly and those who understand what it actually reflects. Behavior is not personality. It's a language. In social life, work, and relationships, behavior becomes a language. It communicates stress, cognition, self-regulation, and perception more than personality labels ever could. When people misread behavior, they misjudge competence, intention, and character. Understanding what behaviors actually mean is not about becoming more forgiving. It is about becoming more accurate. And accuracy is rare. Silence is often misunderstood. One behavior often misunderstood is silence. When someone speaks less than others, most people assume insecurity, lack of interest, or social weakness. Psychologically, silence is often a sign of high internal processing. These individuals evaluate information before responding. Socially, they are misread as passive. In reality, they are filtering noise. If you relate, you likely speak when you have something precise to add, not when you feel pressure to fill space. Not every delayed response is avoidance. Another behavior is delayed responses. When someone does not react immediately, it is often labeled as emotional distance or avoidance. Psychologically, delayed responses indicate regulation. These individuals separate emotion from reaction. Others misinterpret this as coldness. In reality, it is cognitive control. If this feels familiar, you probably pause to avoid saying something inaccurate or emotionally distorted. Over-explaining is not always insecurity. Over-explaining is another behavior people judge harshly. It is often seen as insecurity or a need for validation. Psychologically, it reflects anticipatory thinking. These individuals predict misunderstanding and try to prevent it. Socially, they are told they are doing too much. In reality, they are managing complexity. If you relate, you likely clarify because being misunderstood feels more costly than being concise. Withdrawing after social interaction doesn't mean rejection. Withdrawal after social interaction is also misread. Many assume it signals rejection or antisocial tendencies. Psychologically, withdrawal often reflects cognitive depletion. Some people process social information deeply, which consumes mental resources. Others see this as detachment. In reality, it is recovery. If you relate, you may enjoy people but still need space afterward to recalibrate. Questioning everything isn't negativity. Another common behavior is questioning everything. This is often labeled negativity or skepticism. Psychologically, it indicates pattern analysis and error detection. These individuals are uncomfortable accepting incomplete explanations. Socially, they are perceived as difficult. In reality, they are accuracy-driven. If this resonates, you likely ask questions not to challenge people, but to understand systems beneath the surface. Calm expression doesn't mean low emotion. People who appear emotionally neutral are also frequently misunderstood. Many assume they lack empathy. Psychology shows the opposite is often true. Emotional neutrality can signal emotional regulation rather than absence of feeling. Others misinterpret calm as indifference. In reality, these individuals feel deeply but manage expression intentionally. If you relate, you probably experience emotions internally without broadcasting them. Inconsistent social energy isn't mixed signals. Another behavior is inconsistency in social energy. One day someone is engaged, the next they are distant. This is often seen as unpredictability. Psychologically, it reflects fluctuating cognitive load. When internal demands increase, social output decreases. Others take it personally. In reality, it is resource allocation. If you relate, your social presence likely depends more on mental bandwidth than emotional investment. Changing your mind is not weakness. Finally, there is the behavior of self-correction. When someone changes their mind, people often assume weakness or lack of confidence. Psychology identifies this as cognitive flexibility. These individuals update beliefs when new information appears. Socially, they are misread as inconsistent. In reality, They are adaptive. If you relate, you likely value being accurate over appearing consistent. At the end of this, the question becomes personal. When you observe behavior, do you interpret it quickly, or do you consider what might be happening beneath it? Most people judge behavior as a statement of character. A smaller group understands it as a signal of cognition, regulation, and internal structure. Which group do you find yourself in? And which group do others assume you belong to?